This is like... Oh shoot! Let's get on this thing.
I'm gonna need to form of this thing.
Oh, I need more whiskey.
I'm about to go take a shot of rum. I'm finally starting to feel like sobered up and not hungover anymore.
I thought that's what the rum's for.
There's trouble over here.
That's right. I forgot. You know what? I haven't played Rhino in so long. I forgot how to fucking play Rhino.
Oh shit.
No, I'm dead serious. I forgot how to fucking like iron skin. I'm like, which button is it?
Keep searching.
No, I'm dead serious. I would not hide an idiocy like that. I'm big on like, oh looky, I fucked up.
Oh, so Major,
I'm sorry about the teeth, by the way. The teeth were a big fuck up. Yeah.
So I can only have 5 mods on this right now because it needs string. I think
a juggernaut nearby. It will only attack when it senses high concentrations of infested blood. Slow the fight if you want it to go away. A juggernaut nearby.
Up to 100%
when it senses high concentrations of infested blood. Slow the fight if you want it to go away.
And put punch through on it to boost that.
He died again.
That's
you know,
interesting.
so Vivid.
Yeah.
I want to remind you of a statement you made right about 1 year ago. You ready?
Oh no.
What?
Okay.
I don't upgrade my stuff all the way because I wouldn't be able to put everything on my weapons.
You are approaching the holding area. Careful. If the wardens detect
I didn't say all the way.
Yeah, you were like, I can't afford to upgrade everything because I wouldn't be able to put it all on my weapons.
No backtrack now.
The juggernaut has moved on.
See, I don't even remember that. I was drunk.
Multiple biosignatures detected. We've got
That's a great
infested.
Don't blame the beer.
The hostage is almost out of time. Hurry.
Right. What am I doing?
Like, I'm trying to decide. I think turning this thing into like a
I got 6 of them.
This is the jail. Our hostage
Like
is
crit
in one
and
of these
punch through
cells.
so that like you can suppress all the enemies.
Was the Orphan Catalyst or Reactor whatever a rescue mission?
Oh, I'm about to find out now. I'm just coming out of the oven.
Why'd I bring Rhino? This is stupid. I'm a moron.
I mean, I didn't want to say anything.
Too soon.
Yeah, well,
But
yeah.
Prisoner
You know what? Next time I'm dragging my teeth and not apologize. Anyway.
69.5.
as long as you keep those braces, we'll be good.
Yeah.
69.4 Armada reserves left. You guys better get to it.
How many? 69? We're
Yeah,
winning.
good luck, guys.
No, we'll win. That's fine.
69.4.
That's where we needed to be.
Hey, and look on the bright side. If you
no, we're winning.
It,
no, we're winning.
Fault.
No, when we win, when we win and we show how badass we are, it's not you.
No, because remember, Team Merica.
Remember,
yeah, we
4.75 days. 4.75 days. Okay, so do the math. In 4.75 days, we got it how much down? 1/4. Yeah. So.
Well, why? It won't matter if that's destroyed.
No, it has not been 4 days. You're right. We're gonna win.
How long has this event been going on?
It's only been going on since 1 day. 1 day and 7 hours. 1 day and 5 hours.
I had
not
to
that
leave
long.
Florida. I had to evacuate and all that bullshit. So I just now.
Why are you playing Warframe for?
Because.
Okay.
Are you safe? Are you serious? Are you safe? You okay? You need help?
Yeah, it wasn't shit gonna happen anyway. Like shit, I just left because my job was gonna pay for me to leave in. So I don't give a fuck.
Well, that's
vote or not.
I got paid time off for free. So.
See, if you would have voted no on the hurricane.
Well, yeah, right. Like, what is socialist democratic insanity going to do in the future? So when they can't vote the hurricanes away.
You know,
so Major, in order to get this Riven mod, I have to get 3 headshots and 1 aim glide.
No, you don't.
3 headshot kills.
That's a lie.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't.
No, I know what you do. Get the Scourge and then just start the
Right.
Yep.
So he's right. He's right. That works.
There it is.
He's right. That works. More importantly,
the Scourge is awesome, man.
Yeah. So I did the same thing. I had one that was like get like 50 kills while aim gliding, which turned out that I could put down like Limbo's Cataclysm and then just aim glide while they ran into the Cataclysm, and I got the kills.
Huh.
So what kind of mission
I don't
is
have the
this
Scourge, so.
Well, that's a personal
It's a
problem.
rescue, I think.
I'm just saying.
What the fuck? Why would
Oh shit!
We won.
I didn't even
We're
know.
good.
Just killing stuff like it's a
Wow,
survival
it does not
thing.
let me jump across that. That is some bullshit.
I'm at 84 Razorbacks destroyed.
Oh, wrong way. I want to try to get the Volcar race because I got a Riven for it and I want to try to use it. It's pretty garbage, but I mean it's pretty good.
It's better than the Volcar.
Yeah. Well, it has a 20/20 or 20.
Status crit.
Yeah.
It's pretty garbage. Yeah. Garbage.
On a sniper rifle?
And that's about. Yeah.
On headshots, it's already guaranteed 2x, so that's not bad, I guess.
That and New Loca got 60%. What's it called? Mod for it.
So,
50% dead aim.
it's stuff like that that really pisses me off. Like, if you're gonna use a sniper rifle, you're already going for headshots, right? Like, and you're guaranteed 2x damage multipliers on headshots. So we're on the same page.
I'll
right?
cover you guys.
You know what I'm saying? So if you want to make me like really impressed with a sniper rifle, you'd be like, hey, this is 200% damage, because this is a badass sniper rifle.
Oh no, where are you at?
Not.
I'm not. I'm fine.
20%.
Okay.
The alarm.
I'm trying to get these fucking headshots.
Like a sniper rifle to me that was really badass would do the same damage on a body shot as a headshot.
Mace is kind of squishy without her other two powers on.
Mace is super fucking squishy on anything that's not affected by her other two powers, which is like anything infested.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm gonna go down now.
She's a fucking squishy slug marshmallow.
Stay alert.
But Corpus
guns.
Against Corpus though?
Yeah, I thought one of her abilities doesn't work for Corpus though. Like it doesn't work for energy weapons, only bullets. Or they fixed that.
Gallery, I believe.
No, the
Is
one
that
that.
accurate?
No, the.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty certain that the one for. I'm a Rhino. Fuck, I'm a stupid ass. Sorry, I'm doing Razorback at the same time.
To go to work.
Her.
Because I've been using
Her
it,
shield.
and
Her shield that gives her basically iron skin for bullets doesn't work for instant trace weapons. Anything that's an instant trace.
Sure?
I'm pretty certain.
That cannot
Yes.
be.
It certainly was a year ago. Did they change her? Because it was not.
Yeah, it had to be because I use her for Corpus like pretty proficiently, and she holds up. So
You know what?
Like,
You might be that good.
Yeah, this is fucking impossible.
You really might be that good because I'm pretty certain it only works for non-instant trace weapons.
that's crazy. I didn't even know that. I just been standing there taking bullets to the lasers to the face.
Yeah, because I'm pretty certain it only works for bullets.
But I carry my Taxon with me though. And Taxon, like.
Well, Taxon's a
definitely,
cheating whore, right? Like for anybody who like is a nub and who wants over shields who shouldn't have it, and who want shields when they shouldn't have them, they're gone. Like Taxon's a whore.
Yeah.
There's like two. Now, there's now two companions worth having. There's Taxon and Carrier.
Taxon is the meta.
No, Carrier's the
Such
meta.
a weird fucking tile set.
They proved that 2 years ago when they were like, yeah,
Oh,
no, it was
my
a year
leg.
ago,
My
a
bad.
year and a half ago.
I'm on the way.
90% of the players in the game used Carrier. Why? Vacuum.
Because it had vacuum. Like that's
Why?
why people don't use.
And why do 90% of the players now use Carrier? Ammo case.
Yep, that's it. Ammo,
Way to
whenever I
balance
got,
it,
something
right?
runs out of ammo fast.
I really don't have a problem with ammo unless it's like the lens where like the ammo is like a major problem.
Or the
And then the other time I
Toncore,
just use,
Like
like,
platinum.
or my nipples.
Concord is not a
Doing
big problem.
doing 1,000,000 damage is not a major problem.
Girls understand what, endurance is really all about. Because guys don't get it.
We suffer. We suffer heavily.
We just want to get it over quickly.
Hey, rank test.
Hey, you guys see that study on muscle endurance?
Which one?
Which
There
one?
was like 3 weeks ago, there was a study released where they showed that females' muscles themselves, physical muscles like the biceps and all, are capable of sustaining a longer endurance than males. Males are designed for strength and contraction speed, and females were designed for endurance. Something about the muscle development under the hormones that they develop with changes their muscle structure. They found that females were capable of doing much, like tenfold longer endurance exercises versus males on every damn test.
endurance versus strength.
But it makes sense, right? You're like, well, anybody who's ever like had a sexual experience with a female knows that's the truth, right? Like they're like, oh yeah, like they rub my shoulders for 3 hours, and I'm like 2 minutes in, I'm like, fuck, my arms are tired.
Yeah. Yep.
Pretty much. That is very true.
And it's like, why do you take
Good
so
point.
long to reach climax? Because just saying.
Can't
I
help
will
you
be
with that
right
one.
back. I gotta go take care
I
of
don't
my
know about that one.
I'm just saying, like, unless you really go all out and like pull out like all the toys and all the tongue and all of it, it's gonna be there for a while, you know? We gotta work at it.
No, it depends on...
Dude, no. You could get off on a watermelon. The woman doesn't have to do any work.
I've done it.
You, sir, do not have to do any work to reach climax. But when you bring a woman to climax, it's work. You're proud of it too. You're like, I have the skills. I can bring any woman to...
King.
I'm a king. But you know for a fact that a watermelon
practice
could get you off. A watermelon can get you off. Yeah, you
That's
are.
not what I'm saying. Check me out, though. Check me out, though.
No.
I'm not saying that.
Your technique is that good. You get her off really quickly,
That's
but
not what I'm saying.
she gets you off by looking at you sideways.
That's not what I'm saying.
You get off by sad.
I'm not denying it, but that's not what I'm talking about.
I'm saying your work. The work you're talking about is the wrong work. That's all I'm saying.
No, it's work. I did math. Okay.
Yeah.
Telling you. It's ridiculous. Because we all know it. Like, we all know.
The Fluctus, he said they had the Fluctus piece.
Alarm successfully
Like,
hacked. The location
what
is
syndicate is
returning
that?
to normal security levels.
2 syndicates.
Well, Sim Meridian has the stock.
Has a couple, yeah.
Okay.
Well, they're 2 different pieces.
Okay.
No, I'm saying 2 different syndicates for both pieces.
Well, look,
which
I have
syndicate has
Parent
the Centaur?
Sequence, I have Redville, and I have New Loca. Do you have anything you need to know?
Are you serious? You only have 2?
They won't be bothering
How do you only get 2?
Major, you are so judgmental about this game.
No, but like...
You are salty as fuck right now. Like, you were like, I could come over there and float on your words, you're so salty.
Oh,
like,
thank you.
I could store meat in your house.
Shut up.
You are so salty, I can store meat in your house. Like, it's
Okay.
I have the
shit.
limbs.
I'll shut up.
I have the limbs,
I felt so
and
sorry for him for a couple minutes. Like, I was like, damn, Major.
Okay, what's it called? I'm trying to get the Decron and Centaur, but I'm not seeing any of the pieces.
Trying to get that dick, Ron.
Nah, but if you get those Fluxus pieces, I'll trade you for something on the right side. Like trade you for whatever. Yeah, just tell me.
Are you talking? Wait, are you talking about like the Voluptus like barrel or what?
Not the Voluptus, but the Fluctus. I need the Fluctus stuff.
Voluptus.
It's on the left side. Let me see what's over there.
So,
Oh, that is so cool when you do that.
to pretend to defend my statement, I'm gonna pretend because it's not very good defense. I agree with David.
Yeah, I
But
need the barrel.
the game literally gives you 3
Do you have
syndicates for
parent
free,
sequence?
right?
Yeah, I got Parent Sequence. I got everything on the right side.
Ooh, I'm gonna need that Centaur blade.
Well, that's 3. That's not 2.
Yeah, exactly. You didn't listen to him, man.
He said he had 2.
No, you just didn't hear him.
Okay, whatever.
He listed a third one that we were kind of talking over.
Okay. Yeah, because I got everything on the right side. The lowest one I got is Redville. I only got 40 in Redville, but I got 70 in New Loca and 80,000 in Parent Sequence.
That's fine, because I thought he only had 2, and I'm like, how the fuck do you only get 2? Because 2 is fucking hard to get. You have to work at 2 as much as you have to work at fucking 4.
Crap, I need Centaur's handle and I need Centaur's handle and blade. Wait, but then what's over here?
My nipples.
Trying to get as far away from those as possible.
Centaur
The
Aegis?
blade is Parent Sequence.
Do you
that the
need an
shield?
Aegis?
Hello,
Oh, I need
Nars.
to get like a couple of Argon crystals real quick.
Why?
And the handle.
If we want to do a void, because I want to build another weapon.
Do you want to interrupt something for Argon Crystals, or you want to like go do that later when we get like 12 in a run?
No, I just want one. I literally need to pick up one to build it.
How many pieces?
You
how
can
many
get just
pieces
one?
are in the Centaur?
Because we're waiting for someone anyway.
I'm already.
I
Yeah,
think
it's
it's
gonna be a
3
while. I'm
pieces
still
in Centaur.
practicing my mastery test.
Which one is it?
Centaur
Holy
has
shit,
3
Hotbox,
pieces.
your voice changed.
No,
You
my
have a new
mic
mic?
changed.
His mic changed.
Yeah, okay.
He got a really. He uses old You go ahead and explain.
Okay,
I can't hear Major.
I need the read pieces.
He muted
I
me.
went from using the video game mic headset to my AT2020 USB mic because I got a professional voice acting mic now, so I'm using the USB mic as my gaming mic.
Wow, you sound like a professional voice actor now.
Yeah, he is a professional voice actor.
He gets paid for it.
False.
I pay him for it.
Like, basically, I pay him to read me stories at night.
We must turn
So,
the scheme
There
against
once was a little turd. His name was Vivid.
On that note,
That's not nice.
so I've been looking at my
The brown note.
on my Warframe by the numbers folder, and all my numbers I have collected. And I have to go revise things so they've changed some shit, you know. But I'm still waiting for Vivid's 3D rendering of our logo.
Go to weapons and go to
Well, I mean, we're not just doing a render, we're doing a video. Like, I mean, it's just I haven't had the time to
weapons,
finish it.
go to what?
I need the
Go to the
opening
next
frame.
and look at the animation, how you pull them out.
Watch yourself.
Because Ice has already been
Well, I
getting
can tell you how to
trained.
pull them out.
Yeah,
No.
by the tip.
You gotta spread a little bit, like, but you gotta go easy.
But you know,
Otherwise-
when they pull their butt cheeks together, not apart, it's that much more exciting. I'm just gonna say.
No, it's the fact that with the nuts
That
you hold
sounds
them
like
like
rape.
karate chop hands.
That sounds like rape, Major.
No, when they use their hands to do it, not their muscles.
Oh, when they
Oh.
squeeze them together like a couple of breasticles? Is that what you're
Yes, when they hold it. Yeah, exactly.
Breasticles.
That's when it's really good. Just push on.
It
those
doesn't show
buttons.
me how it pulls them out. I gotta actually go and make these. I think I need some detonate injectors. That's all I need to make them.
You know, that's the hottest thing I think a girl can say.
Hold on while I squeeze these together.
No, she
My
goes,
bad.
my Warframe is the hand and I am the will. And
Scans show
I just thought that could be taken in a very dirty way.
to deal with both at the same time.
Oh, that was
beautiful.
that was
It's like
sexy.
heavy
You're
That
not
fan
wrong.
fiction also exists.
You just did fan fiction.
I'm saying that it exists out there.
Oh, for roll 34.
That's also true.
Okay, I can
So-
get to this thing.
I need
How
to
am I
come up.
supposed to get 3 headshots in one aim glide?
I told you,
Oh,
the scary shit just go crazy.
You talk
So
about
pockets.
Yeah.
When Icy starts editing all this video together, we're going to start giving it to her. Did you want to actually be given things to talk about directly, or did you just want to be given like math and notes and ideas, or what do you want to do?
We can all talk.
Yeah,
No, for the podcast. Where
The
we
way I was going
I
to
want-
describe it was, beforehand, before we actually talk about it, we go over it a little bit in detail. I get a better idea as to what it is that the point is. Then
Right.
I will direct it to you, and then you just break it down bit by bit, like the warframe and the weapon, and
now,
then
see, my
its
problem
powers.
is I'm so tangent heavy. I'm like ADHO squirrel. Actually, I'm really hyper focused. You guys know me. Anyway, I'm not going to explain this. Squirrel. I'm mostly
An
squirrel.
I-10 by any other name is still under.
And to give
I
Demon
need to
Knight
get them in a line.
an appropriate phrase to describe me, right? Like, so, Demon.
Okay.
Because you hinted on this earlier. The problem with wrestling with a
What
pig,
if I say this? No,
an engineer's
never mind.
wrestling like arguing with an engineer is like wrestling with a pig. At some point, you realize
if
the
we
pig
can get
enjoys
them
it.
all in a line, would be
Yeah.
okay.
Oh, I can
Like-
stasis them, and you
Ooh,
can
that's
shoot at
what we
their
call
head,
dirty
and I can
bacon.
release stasis.
That's some dirty bacon.
We can
Yeah.
try that and see how that works.
Yeah.
When it comes down
Let's
to it,
get into a bigger area
sorry,
down
hold on
here,
a sec.
maybe.
I'm gonna need
We
everyone
need to
so
try
I
to
can
get them in a
nature
line,
it.
though. Like,
Go ahead.
because it's got to be. I don't know. It's gonna
Oh.
be.
They're not high enough level here.
Not high enough.
Hi,
what?
my fellow
deal with
viewers.
it?
My name is the
Alright, so,
I-10.
Major, say
that again
Today
about the
we will
pig and the
take you
engineer.
on the ship of my I-10.
Arguing with an engineer is like
Into
wrestling
your
with a pig.
ship, y'all.
At some point, you realize the pig enjoys it.
Yes.
Oh, it just dropped another
And,
1/10%.
Instead of giving you that satisfaction of me blowing up,
Welcome to another episode of Pimp My Ship.
no, I'm just going to work in a very calm manner.
You can see we
know
have
how I just
I-10s
ask you
everywhere
questions
to
just to
show
verify
off
your
our
point and
illustrious
statement. That's kind of
lifestyle.
how I wanted it to go.
Not cribs.
And that's fine. It's just I was trying to figure out a good format for what we're doing because I know that
Yeah,
I'm
that's
huge
something
on the
to
numbers
do.
and doing stuff like that. And you know, Vivid's obviously got a lot of experience with graphics and the 3D rendering stuff because, like, you know, I've worked with people in that area, but I'm not gonna pretend I don't do any of that shit.
Yeah, it's kind of. kind of my job.
It's kind of his job, and he was working on our logo. He was taking our clan emblem and making it into a 3D logo for an opening sequence for doing basically pre-recorded and video edited things. We want to do like Nix by the numbers and Rhino by the numbers and all that sort of stuff.
Why don't we,
Right.
We can even do it for other
Warframe
games.
by the numbers topic this time.
That's
right.
Eventually,
Warframe.
like I'd like to do it, and I think we could. I don't know.
I think that would be a good idea.
Right, and so
I would watch it. It definitely catches my eye.
It's not what we watch. It's something fun to do because we always have these conversations. And like, I mean, a year and a half ago, this came up in an argument with Bear and Van Ziggy and what's her fuck over Array over Nix. Right? We were like, you know what? Just watch our previous recordings we did on Twitch because we've already gone over this. And Twitch, and you know, Nix's suck. Nix is just. Back then, a year and a half ago, Nix was crap, and Nix is more or less crap, though they did add our one idea.
But she's still crap.
She's mostly still crap.
Cut down her range. They shouldn't fucking. They shouldn't have cut down her
and
range.
the way we would go over that would be if we would explain her abilities, like going.
She would have been fine with 50%
in depth with them,
if they would have.
and then we would do the numbers
would not have cut down her range.
with them behind it.
And I'm still a psychopath, and I'm still a nutter, and like I like the idea of it just including a lot of us in the credits. I was like, you know, we could do this stuff and come up with the numbers and come up with everything. We don't have to do this random eclectic shit we normally
we're
do.
Not getting any enemies.
We can do the something really structured where we have, you know, graphics by this person and, you know, voice by this person and all these things. And actually give us our credits at the end, you know, and kind of be somewhat professional about it. And then, you know, video capture by Demon Killer and Jeffamus and whatever else.
Yeah, that would.
Yeah, but look at this. It's the fact that
because
they
everyone
went
would be
from
included.
Right, we try to include everybody who's part of every section.
Better. Oh, we made another frame better just to overshadow Nix.
Because it shows that it's a clan effort.
They've made guns that overshadow Nix.
So, you're not wrong.
Like the whole debate that we got into was that Warframe, your effectiveness in Warframe is based on how many enemies you can kill and how quick you can kill them.
And or how long you can keep them from hurting you, right? Like that's the whole idea of job control in this game is if you can stop them from doing any damage. There's only two components of job control. Kill them first or prevent them from doing any damage at all for some duration of time. It's so simple-minded as to be ridiculous. Like it's not complicated.
But still killing them first though.
Well,
that's right.
Yeah. Kill them before they can kill you, yes.
Doggy dog world.
Or also, you know, how quickly you can kill higher level enemies, like level 100s, because, I mean, anybody can go in there and kill them level 30, 35.
Exactly, that's what we're talking about.
And a year and a half ago,
about meta weapons.
Right, no, and a year and a half ago, we were always talking about, most people, their idea of a long survival run is 20 minutes. Let's be honest, like, if you get randos,
one time.
Yeah, if you get randos, they're leaving at 20 minutes. Period. Today, they're still leaving at 20 minutes. They're like, oh, and they're on the recruiting channel for like something big, like, we want to do an hour survival run. And we're like, you know, I've soloed an hour survival run. Fuck off.
Exactly, yeah, and it's all about just how they go about it, because a lot of them just run around and look for survival. They don't actually hunker down.
Right. A clue is something most players lack in all games. You're right.
I mean, you would think that with everyone playing Call of Duty after, countless rounds of zombies, they would just think, oh, survival, just hunker down and keep this place fortified. Nope.
It was
a different game, different tactic, but universally it works.
Like, because our friend, our friend at the time, her name was Ray, basically, and this is what kind of spawned everything, is our friend Ray at the time ended up buying Nix. She was like, I'm thinking about buying Nix. We told her, we were like, look, you know, I mean, if you want Nix, we have the parts.
Multiple parts.
Easy to get,
Prime
like,
parts.
so easy to get.
Yeah, well, it was Nix Prime.
And she's about to be vaulted. She's going to be vaulted a month later.
Really?
Yep, she was vaulted.
So, okay, so it was Nix Prime, and we had the parts for it, and we could easily go farm them. This was before they did the Void Traces system, and you had to, like, spend a relic every time.
Oh, Void Keys.
And you would just go for a Void Key. You would use a Void Key, go in, and do a 60 minute run.
Right, I remember that.
And then you would get all the rewards. You wouldn't have to spend something every time you fucking did it. You just do one Void Key. But we ended up like we were like, you know, we can farm it really easy. And we were like, if you really want to try Nyx out, we were like, go, we can, you know, we can get you the parts. Don't buy it. Go farm it right now. And she was like, I don't know, you know, I mean, I think I'm gonna like da, 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 da. And she ended up leaving, and she goes like after saying, okay, fine, we'll farm it. And she comes back with Nyx, like Nyx Prime.
She bought it.
So
Platinum.
she ended up fucking buying it. And we like looked at her and we were like, why the fuck did you do that? Like I was pretty brutal. I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of a dick.
Your words exactly were like, if you were gonna spend platinum on a Warframe, why would you do it on Nyx?
I mean, 'cause really, there's a problem with it. Like, I don't know how you can react any differently. Like, there's a problem with that logic.
We can try again.
And you're right.
Like,
but that's not what some other people thought.
If you're ever gonna spend money on a Prime Warframe, or just buy it in general, or at least try out the original first. Because, like, you don't know if you're gonna like it or not. Or at least see someone play.
But you know what? The second somebody goes, "Hey, I'll give this to you for free from your clans," no gimmicks, no holds barred, no snake oil shit. Like, take up your clan's offer. Like, your clan is there for a reason. It's not there to, like, scam you. That's what strangers do. They knock on your door because they don't know who the fuck you are. Your friends walk in.
And that's that's kind of what the whole debate was about. Are you joining us, Hot Buckets?
Yeah, right now I'm having a debate with people in the relay about how they're pussies for not doing Warframe missions.
Oh yeah.
God.
I almost got into one of those too.
Demon Knight as well.
People hate Arcane though. Like, what do you mean?
It's because Odonata damages them for life. It's not because Arcwing sucks, it's because Odonata sucks.
It's Odonata. It really is Odonata.
It is.
Because when I was, I'm gonna tell you, when I had Xbox, when I was playing on Xbox, bro, I did not play because of Odonata.
Odonata's crap.
So
when I came on PlayStation, I started playing Arcane a lot more.
So we ended up basically like looking at Ray, and we were pretty blunt about it, and like we even apologized. We're like, I didn't know you felt that way. Like, you should have spoken up. But she went and she started talking to some of our other friends and just kind of leaving.
Yeah.
And she our other friends at the time, and she, I guess, told them that we made her feel like really bad about herself.
But she should have done, because she bought Nyx for pride.
Yeah. And she was really proud that she bought Nyx, like that she. And it's like,
y'all did the right thing by letting her know she was wrong.
But they blew up on a live stream. They blew up.
Yeah, like, they joined our party and they started going fucking. He was like, so man, and like this guy very it's very like it's a weird conversation. Like it doesn't.
Makes sense.
I don't know. It doesn't make sense. Actually, we should probably do a defense one. That'd probably be easiest.
Go ahead and
ADHO squirrel.
Okay.
Not the squirrel.
But anyway, so he ends up saying that, he ends up starting the conversation off fucking weird.
Not even related to Nyx.
Like my favorite Warframe is this, and I don't like this Warframe. What are your guys' thoughts? And it was just like a weird fucking way to enter someone else's party.
So how do you guys like this Warframe?
Yeah.
And he just joined up, and he goes, and we were like, well, I mean, like, we were just talking to Ray and whatnot, about Nyx and this and that. And he goes, well, what's your problem with Nyx? And he starts getting like really,
oh my god,
aggressive. Like, he jumped in, got really aggressive on a live broadcast
with like the squinting eyes and everything.
Yeah, like looking at us fucking sideways and shit. And so we end up basically telling him, we're like, look, by the math in Warframe, Nyx is useless, is utterly fucking useless. He goes, well, sometimes you don't want to kill things. Sometimes you just want to.
He was talking for trials.
Exactly. And we were like, well, no, he didn't even know about the trials. This was Bear.
Right.
He was only master.
No, Dan Ziggy tried to insist it was for the trials. Bear brought it up, and then Dan was trying to justify Bear's statement based on trials. So.
And so we ended up, like, basically, we were just talking about, like, look, no, by the numbers, like, quite literally, like, Nyx is just not effective at her job. Why would I be Nyx when I can be Nyx? Why would I control one person and then when I can control host migration? What the hell?
Well, you can control host migration? Dang.
No. So, I got like.
What kind of
PlayStation that
I got
Warframe?
But no, so we were like, why would I fucking be, why would I want to be Nyx when I could be Necros and I can control a whole army of fucking people? Her whole job as a pet, like a pet controller, is overshadowed by people like Necros, by radiation damage on guns,
Right.
and she's just completely overshadowed. There's even her chaos. Like, sure, you can bump up the range and the duration, but effectively, you're better off being with a Limbo or a Vauban who makes it so they can't shoot you. Because, Nyx, like, you can still run through and fucking die with level 100 mobs because you're running through and still getting shot.
Right.
And it was this huge fucking like debate, and it shouldn't have been a debate because
Here's no disclaimer,
like, wrong.
Well,
sucks.
Well, and the ridiculous part.
This was before the mod that she could move.
Well, no. So, and the funniest part was like we were live streaming this whole thing, right? We were doing our normal live stream, and all of a sudden Dan, Ziggy, and Bear show up, and they start this stuff, and we have people watching our live stream, and they're sending us chats, and they start talking about Dan and Bear, and they're like, what are they talking about? But like,
okay, I'm trying to get these people in a line, but we can't. We need to put the void thing on them over there.
Okay.
But at various points, like we would be like, well, you can do this or that with, Oberon.
Yeah, right here. So this way I can like.
You probably
Oh,
only
shit,
need to
is
shoot
this-
at them and then do your glide.
No, they're all
After
dying
that-
because of my abilities.
Oh no!
But then we
I did not mean to do this.
during the whole conversation, we'd be like talking to Bear, and he was trying to defend Knight in Shining Armor, trying to
Okay,
defend
we're gonna
Ray.
need a new place.
And
social justice for it. Really, he should have just been out. He really wasn't being a friend.
well, no,
y'all
it's
were.
some of my favorite parts
Y'all
about the whole
being
thing
honest.
was like you would bring up facts, and we'd be like, well, we can do Amprix with radiation damage and like 150% proc chance, and do a better job of controlling an area than Nyx does. He's like, well, that's your opinion.
I love the Empress.
I'm like, well,
my
that's-
favorite.
It's not an opinion. It's
That's
a
not
fact.
that's exactly. And I was like, that's not an
Yeah.
opinion. It's a fact. Like an opinion is something you develop because of like food flavors. Like I like
Gotcha.
cayenne or I don't like cayenne. That's an opinion. That's not a fact. A fact is like
Here,
1
let's
plus 1 equals
make sure.
2. He's like, well, that's
For
your
the next
opinion.
round, this
And in response to my definition of opinion versus fact, he told me my definition was an opinion, and I was like, excuse me, like.
I
No,
don't
I was
think
like,
that's the case.
That's not how that works, bud.
that's not. And he got really irate. And I was like, no. By the numbers, Nyx is universally shit ever since she was nerfed. When absorbed, no longer does
Yeah.
radiation damage, and it does magnetic because
Exactly.
magnetic is crap. And then two Nyxes can't sit next to each other and absorb each other. It's garbage. Fuck off. Like back in the day, Nyx was OP and it was badass. But in the last 3 years, that's not been the case. Have a nice day.
And that's fact. That's fact. Like, it's fact. They nerfed it. So like, I don't even understand what the argument was.
They
for.
nerfed them like they did.
There was no
Okay,
argument. He was trying to defend Ray because it was Knight in Shining
let's try
Armor.
to get
There was
these
no
guys over
brains
here.
involved.
Okay.
His dick was thinking.
All right,
He's
cool. They have
wrong.
no shield.
He's a
All right, they're in
social justice
stasis.
warrior.
Yeah, he sure was. What's worse is in the last year, he hasn't talked to Ray or Dan or us. Because after he got done attacking us, he used to be our friend.
All right,
He
drop it.
attacked us, and then she attacked him
I only
after
got
it was all
one.
done. So
Fuck.
Aw,
All right.
okay.
But that will work. So
All right,
that's
awesome.
All over a
have
Warframe. You
stasis.
could
Yeah.
say she really was
Oh, wait, hold
playing
on.
mind games.
yeah, she was totally in control and caused a lot of chaos.
Quite literally. So Nyx is her fucking spirit animal.
Persona.
Yeah, and her
Not
persona.
really that deep though.
Apparently, though, I mean, she was able to cause that much chaos. She was able
Let me
to
know again when you're ready.
absorb.
Oh, damn it. No, don't die. Stop dying. Stop
No,
dying.
she had somebody absorb
No,
the
God
hit
damn
for
it.
her.
Things are dying. My cat is
Why are they
killing
dying?
shit.
Cat, stop.
Merlin!
Merica.
Fuck it, try it. Drop. Fuck.
Oh man, if I knew we were doing a defense,
Maybe
I
we
would
should,
have dropped off.
Pull out after this,
Alright.
after wave 5 or whatever, and remove our sentinels.
How high are you,
Our companions.
are
in
you
general.
starting off at, Vivid?
What do you mean?
What's your point when you're, doing the jump glide?
I'm trying to fucking
here,
activate
here.
my melee mod, my melee ribbon mod.
Here's another group.
There, that's a perfect spot. Do it.
Here we go.
Staticore is quickly becoming my favorite secondary.
Merlin, no.
The Staticore is amazing. I fucking love it.
It's my favorite secondary.
Oh my god, dogs.
Ever since the recent buff.
Did they buff it?
Alright,
I
drop it.
deleted it.
I'm doing more damage.
Got it.
Oh no, I'm thinking of the
Awesome.
Sonic buff. I'm pretty sure they buff.
Opticore was buffed.
Woo!
Okay.
Well,
My
Opticore was
fucking
unbroken.
dog just knocked down a shit ton of water.
Bad
Oh, needs
dog.
nerf.
Most of us call that
He's
P.
nerf. It needs a nerf.
Just, you know what you do? You just look at him very
Holy
angrily
shit,
and
shit just
calmly
started dropping.
go.
I activated all my abilities and shit just started dropping. That was very interesting. Oh man.
I can
But
hear.
yeah, no, it was to activate a melee ribbon mod.
I can hear Vivid's.
Sugar bad?
No, your
Hello?
music via somebody's external speakers being
Probably Hot
rebroadcast.
Pockets.
It's very
no, it
subtle.
can't be. My mic's not that sensitive.
It's very subtle. It's like somebody breathing in the
It's
distance.
like a.
Scans
It's
show
kinda
this
like-
facility
You might
is
just-
Kind of like
also
you might
most
just
progressives
in your head.
now. It's totally that sensitive.
No, it's not
You may
in my
have
head.
to
'Cause I recognize the
at
song.
the same time.
He needs a safe space.
Watch
Leave him
yourself.
alone.
The alarms have attracted
Oh, man.
Corpus walkers are
So
heading
how
to your
long are we doing
location.
this for?
Oh, we're going out after 5. It was literally just to get that done.
How long are we doing this
Okay.
for?
I don't know, man. I just did something that we just wasn't sitting there.
That's true.
So like I said, I got 36
This is like
terabytes
a
of drive
firewall.
space for us to store all this stuff on. We got video editing software.
Something is alive somewhere.
I
I don't
just need
Have you
3D.
guys ever had one of those
Renders.
moments where like you feel like a star
Oh, no, here they come.
super, where like you can't hit Jack?
I
No.
don't think I know what you mean.
for some
Yeah,
reason?
when I parkour, I have good days and bad days. Some days I have face prints all over every fucking wall, and some days I have no face prints.
I think I might agree with that.
You've located the
Take
VIP.
it slowly,
Time
kiddo.
to go to work.
That is a good way of putting it.
Wow, there are bullets like everywhere right now in this.
Yeah, that's
Let it
probably
go.
for my
Let it
solo
go.
time.
Let it go!
Oh,
Let it go.
Undo stasis!
gone.
What the hell? Oh, we're in the void still, that's why.
Yes.
I was expecting you to undo everything. So
Oh, you just did things.
it's okay, it doesn't matter now. It doesn't matter now.
Alright.
Lies.
Alright.
Nyx was good, then she got nerfed. Then she got good with
Nyx
the
was
augment.
OP.
Then
That's
she
the
got
problem.
overshadowed by everything.
Nyx was
No,
OP.
she didn't even get good with the augment. That's the thing. Is that her range got toned down by 50%. So it's like even if you can run
Well,
around, you still can't hit
no.
shit.
Her default range is
Because-
pretty big. I'm gonna let you know. Her default range is pretty fucking big.
No, I'm
Well,
just
because
saying that.
Equinox
It
overshadows that
encompasses
with
the
her
map
fucking
almost. Oh,
with
hey,
her
look,
ability
Argon
to run
crystals.
around, kill enemies
can actually
effectively
pretty
with
much-
slash, and still build up the damage to release just as much as Nyx. So
I'm
it's
gonna
like
play with
Truth.
completely
Well, they capped her.
fucking overshadowed. Like,
Right.
You
No,
leaving after this?
she was capped. You're right.
Anybody have the Nemi Skylar Prime? Yeah.
Skana Prime?
Nemi
Skylar
Skylar Prime.
Let me one. Hyper.
It's a
Yeah,
fucking
you came
pirate
out with
sword.
Hydroid.
It's like a machete.
It's not a machete. It's
It's not a machete, it's
two
dual
weapons.
sword.
Machete is bad.
It's not. It's not
Machetes
a
are
machete.
horrible. Every machete is terrible.
They gotta fix the machetes.
Oh, but what about that new augment, man? That new
No.
augment.
They
Surely
just need
makes
another-
better.
No,
Machetes
they
need
just need a
fixed.
new stance mod. They need more stance mods for that.
Well,
Hashtag
Stance
Blaze
mods,
needs buff.
Many weapons need stances. We need to stop putting stances on every fucking sword and dual dagger in the fucking game. Dual swords! Dual swords need stances. Because they're fucked too. I'm gonna let you know.
Hey.
You can-
hashtag Glaives needs buff.
Target down.
No.
Assassination
Glaives
contract
need
complete.
nerf.
Great
Turning
work,
it
Tenno.
on.
I think 50 status at base will
If
do.
you're using a dual sword, or a machete, or a dagger, and you're not Ash, you're probably using the wrong fucking mod.
A really cool
Wrong
weapon
weapon.
that really needs buff is the Dokra. The Dokra looks amazing and doesn't have the damage.
But you know, like we don't have to worry about one weapon. Let's fix a whole class of weapons so we can actually have some sort of fucking variety in this game. Because if we want this to be a single flavor game. We could just all pick vanilla and fuck off to people who like chocolate.
Well, it's like a lot of one of the biggest debates is that people are saying it's like it's between great swords like hammers and fucking the Galatine Prime. And
Target
I mean,
down.
hammers and blades. That's it.
No, I mean,
like, why would you use anything else?
Why would you
bring a speed nova?
Why would you use anything but either Galatine Prime or Glaive Prime?
The Atarax?
Because there's something really satisfying about the Cybear.
No, well, yes, fun is a different issue. Right? Like nobody can argue fun.
Yeah, the Atarax. The Atarax
Like,
is
if you want nasal sex, you want nasal sex. We're not going to argue it. If it's what you want, nobody's going to go like that's creepy, but fuck you. They're going to like, okay, it's your thing,
bro.
It's your thing.
you want me to bring speed
that was
nova?
the other thing about Bear is that during that whole argument, we were like, if he would have just been like, well, I like Nyx, and then it's like, okay, that's your opinion,
right?
Like rather than Nyx is a good Warframe, because that's.
But that's
false.
the thing. It's just like nobody wants to argue your favorite taste. Like we're not gonna argue if you like mustard or pepper or whatever else or sriracha. Because if you don't like sriracha, you fuck off. But it's your thing. But when we start talking about which one's the best, we're not talking about your favorite flavor. We're talking about which one does the most damage. It's gonna be Galatine Prime, or it's gonna be fucking, one of those guys. There's only like 3 weapons to pick from your melee family. The rest are like shit.
Okay, I don't like this this mod. It's for the dual Zoran.
Dual Zoran is shit.
And it's a Riven mod. And I just rolled it for the dual Zoran. It's
I mean, you can't save it.
Plus channeling damage.
At some
plus
point,
melee damage. And
at some point you realize that Rivens don't save shit weapons. They just fucking push you off.
No, it's like the Zoog. Got one for that.
The Zoog is cool though.
I want Hot Pockets' fucking Ambrix one. So bad.
Yeah, Hot Pockets. Ambrix one Riven is broken. I'm gonna have to go like steal it from him.
I know, that's what I'm saying. It's like Hot Pockets, I'll suck your dick for the mod.
No, I was gonna
start
Ether
bidding at 5 platinum.
I was gonna get the 100 plat. I got 100 plat for that.
I will give you 5 right now.
I'll give you 100.
And a blowy.
And a blowy. Yeah, blowy though. Oh, you're right.
I think I scared him. I think I scared him.
No, you blowied him away.
I blowed him away.
Stavos is like, fuck this.
He's like,
we're
I can't
bid over a fucking
I
Riven
just
mod.
can't handle it. And I would have shown him that he can't handle it.
Dude, how can he be afraid? How can he be afraid of Vivid offering a blowy?
He mightn't chew.
Right? It's just a blowy. It's a little slap and tickle.
Vivid be like, some ether and his, Raiden.
Like in Tropic Thunder. Like, he's like,
I didn't do it.
Big ass titties.
Major.
Yeah.
The top meta weapons that I have seen, like the most out of any other weapon,
is
in
everything
the
you
entire
use.
game,
Everything you use.
Is now the lens.
Yeah.
The Tigress definitely.
Do you use the Tigress? Do you use the Tigress?
There is the assassination.
Not really.
Tigress.
You do too. You put Tigress on your Titanium. Don't lie to me, bitch.
What?
Tigress on Titania? That'd
yes.
be amazing.
Because because Titania's fucking Arcwing absorbs the fucking abilities of the primary weapon. So
I thought it was secondary.
No.
I don't even use Titania.
You liar. You kick the shit out of me in your fucking Simulacrum, in your Titanium.
In the Simulacrum.
Yeah, you were laughing your ass off. Look at this Tigress, this fucking Simulacrum. Yeah.
I was though.
Don't deny it. Yeah. Now you're
I do have the Tigress. I have the Tigress Prime actually.
With Tigress Prime with Titania because she gets her primary Arcwing, gets all the damage of your Tigress. That's great.
Okay.
She one-shots everything in the game, including the bosses. I get it.
Including level 100 Bombards.
See, of course, that's your standard. If you can't one-shot a Bombard level 100, it's not worth playing with. Let's go through the list of everything you use.
I just want to say,
Okay. Okay.
If one shot's level 100 Bombards, you should play with it.
Going back to the list.
Oh, my Kaval looks so cute.
All you ever see nowadays is the lens, the Tigress, the Soma Prime, what's it called? The Sicarus, the Glaive, the Askeletos, of course.
You know,
the sometimes.
A year ago,
the Galaxy Prime and the Vanka Prime.
And a year ago it was only the Tonkwar. So the game's obviously improving. We got more than one.
Yes. Used to be about like the dragon, the dragoon, the Tonkwar.
Wow, I still don't have any armor on Christmas. That's insane.
You need a necklace.
I do have a necklace.
Alright, let's go for one more void run, and we need to find an argon.
I have an argon. Wait, you didn't?
No, you don't. Your ship's gonna steal it from you.
Shut up. I've learned from that, goddammit.
That was so good, though. Oh, I didn't know anything. I was like, really? Your ship can steal your shit from you? That's bullshit.
I mean, now that we know Hortus is fast, I mean, I wouldn't doubt it.
Oh, he's back!
Oh, he's back!
It was
I
the first one of days.
Now we're back to the bidding wars. Okay, so toothy oral sex and 5 plat.
Okay, I'm leaving again.
Okay, alright. 5 plat. But I'll buy you Krispy Kreme donuts.
Alright, you Krispy Kreme. Ooh.
And I'll tickle the balls while I do it.
Alright, if you're gonna buy me Krispy Kreme donuts, you need to be wearing a maid outfit and deliver them to my house directly.
Hold on.
That can be arranged.
What if we have overnight voodoo donuts sent to you?
Ooh.
Voodoo donut? What?
You gotta look it up. You gotta look it up.
Ooh,
It's a Portland thing.
No, lies. Lies. Don't listen to him, Hot Pockets.
No, you think he's joking? Voodoo donuts? Oh my fucking god.
Krispy Kreme's like not even 1% on the scale of 1 to 100.
Hey, who wants to go to the Silicon?
I don't think we all fit. We got too many here.
I need to get Argon Crystal, just real quick. We need to find one. Who wants
to go to the Silicon?
Corlatrin.
We're waiting on Corlatrin.
Of course.
Is she not here?
She's a girl. She's putting her face.
She's froze right now.
That was sexist, by the way.
Yeah.
You're always sexist to me. Sexist to me.
It's so funny, like, my daughter is so aware of all the sexist shit everybody else says.
I love that the new Hydroid looks like a pirate, though.
How does that relate to the conversation? Hydroid is such a fucking push job.
He's not I haven't even played it. Like
he's more of a camping
I'm talking about how you recognize the sexist
now.
thing that everybody ever says in the fucking
Yeah, he's a lot better.
And they don't even realize it.
But I go to Ren Fair dressed as a pirate,
and they don't even realize
the
it
fact
until you
that
point
he
it
looks
out.
like a pirate.
It's
He
like
looks
that,
like the dude from the
chivalrous.
Caribbean.
That's sexist.
I'll be right back. Okay.
Like, remember, chivalry is sexism.
Okay, whatever you say.
No, polite is not
just
chivalry. Polite's just polite. But when you're being polite because they're female, it's sexism.
Yes, that is very true.
Truth.
I tell people when I do not like them.
Did you hear about the one girl that was crying on the street, and then some guy asked, "Are you okay?" and she said, and she was gonna prosecute him for harassment.
Yeah, for sexual harassment. It was bullshit.
Because all he said was, "Are you okay?"
No, you know who I'm gonna ask if they're okay? I'm gonna ask a guy if they're sitting there crying in the street if they're okay.
You guys have a solution. I have a solution.
Dude who you want to ask if he's okay?
So I got a statement for you guys. Just like go join your local volunteer firefighter group, and always wear your firefighter baseball cap when you're walking in public. Because you can ask anybody just about fucking anything, and they'll be like, "Why are you asking me something?" I'm a volunteer firefighter. And they will totally stop being questionable. It's kind of very interesting. Like, you gotta try it sometime. Like, psychology.
You know, that sounds like a funny trust exercise.
It's because
it's
that
interesting.
sounds like a funny like kidnapping exercise. You know what I'm saying?
No, kidnapping exercises when they actually let you put the ether on their face. That's a different story. We won't go there on this broadcast. So.
No. I mean, like you know those.
Aren't firefighters held to a high standard? Like,
no.
Everybody knows what a firefighter does, and everybody knows what.
That's what your mom taught you, sure, but that's not true, right? Like anybody can join.
Same thing with the military. Like,
that's why you have some sort of respect for them.
Whether
it's growing up
if
or
you
not.
go to Virginia, people do not respect the military out in fucking Virginia. Like in Norfolk and shit, they fucking don't. They don't respect them at all. They hate the military. They think that they ruin the fucking city. It's really interesting.
Because Virginia lost the South.
Get out from the underground.
But then again, we're also the only country that actually does like have a certain respect for the military.
Well, no. Germany has conscript. God damn, I can't speak. Conscript is at 18 in Germany.
Well, I mean, yeah, no. If it's fucking, if you're required to do it, it's not viewed as something that's, you know. that's something that's, you know, what's it called?
So there's
something
two,
you should be praised for.
There's two problems with the U.S. military, right? Like, at one point, we're not all volunteers. Well, we are volunteers, but some of us aren't in some psychology. Like, it's like, oh, my parents did it, or whoever else did it.
Yeah, or I have to do this in order to get a fucking education.
Right, like, that's the other thing, is everybody else in the world has a fucking education for free, not the U.S.
Yeah.
The other half of it is
stupid.
It's true.
And well, what really sucks is that you hear the argument all the fucking time. It's like, oh, like, and I hate when I hear my fucking military friends say this. I really fucking do. Well, I fucking joined the military so I could get an education. You know, if you want free education, then you can do this. It's like, that doesn't make an education free. I still am in debt.
No, you still like, it still costs. But
and
when your time spent in service is part of your cost to your education, getting your VA loan. You know, like,
exactly. That's why you don't get paid shit.
Well, that's because the government's putting the funding into the wrong things. I think that's because,
like, and not to mention, you know, like all my friends, they say, oh, you need to, like, oh, well, just join, and it's like, it's not that simple.
It is,
and you as a vet should know it's not that simple to just fucking join, because there's fucking regulations and requirements. I couldn't join the Air Force because I have tattoos. Like shit like that. There's things that make it so you can't join, and it's a very selective process. And then sometimes they're just not hiring because they're full, and it doesn't make sense in the
backlog
education system. Yeah, like to work like that. I mean, it's like you have a year out after you fucking enlist till you're actually in the fucking military at this point, because everybody's like, well, I need an education. I need an education.
Well, they do.
It's sad.
But it's not necessarily the education the military's offering either. That's the other part that's really sad.
You know, we'll just start the timer.
Alright.
And then, like,
I'm
gonna
kill the fucking Nix who's in my fucking Razorback fight. I'm gonna stab him in the fucking face.
Well, I mean, like, I don't know. Like this, the country is in a fucking state.
Great work,
like, personally, I think that our economy is about to tank in about 2 years. Like, it is going to fucking shut down.
It won't be that soon. I wish.
You don't think it's gonna be 2?
No.
Well, because we're already fucking our, like, soil up really bad. Our agriculture's like screwed.
The problem is the U.S. has the best buffer in the world for its economy. As bad as it gets, and as bad as people pretend nowadays to think it is, it's never going to be bad as it was during the Great Depression. Like, unless the world economy collapses, we're never going to see something like that ever again.
Let's get out of here.
Well, Frost should not be allowed into the Razorback fight, nor should Rhinos who stomp, Nixes who chaos, Embers at all, Saren at all, and pretty much any other support job. Support jobs should not, unless they're healing or buffing your abilities, they should never be allowed in the Razorback fight. Because they will reduce your ability to do anything damage. It's sad.
Like, don't bring Octavia in there either. Like, I mean,
Octavia's
her
different.
Amplify might help, but effectively she's still got issues.
So
in there, it's
no, it's not even that. Like, so Rhino stomps her hacked bursts. So they sit there on their timer still runs, but they can't attack the Razorback. So every time Rhino stomps, you're losing time on your Razorback, your burst to attack the Razorback. So don't stomp your Rhino. If you do, fuck off. Get out of the fight. Period.
And then there's Ember.
Ember can kill the bursts behind the laser walls, so you can't pull them out to attack the Razorback. Bullshit.
Hydroid
stomps in the middle of the arena. If you puddle the Razorback, he won't actually puddle. He'll just try to stomp the fuck out of the puddle and cause everybody else in the arena to not be able to stand up because he's stomping so fast. I'm literally talking one stomp every 1.5 seconds.
Oh no, I'm trying to get Argon crystals. That's what we need.
So just saying.
Like, so we're not trying to.
No, I've had every shit fucking support job on the Razorback so far, and I'm telling you, Rhino don't bring, Ember don't bring, Saren don't bring, Equinox is nice. If you bring Hydroid, I will leave. I will fucking leave the party if you bring Hydroid in my party list to the Razorback fight. and Hot Pockets was there for that one, so just saying.
That one was just infuriating because the dude was like, "Oh, looks like it's puddle time. Time for the tentacles," and we both replied with, "Hentai? What?"
Yeah, no, it was stupid.
And all the Razorback did, all he ended up doing was just trying to curb stomp the puddle, like he was thinking Hulk smash, and it wasn't doing anything.
Like, do you see this guy over here?
No, we don't.
Watch this weapon.
You may have to deal with
Oh, what the hell?
Your mom.
Shit.
Oh my goodness.
Look at this graphical error, Hot Pockets. This is amazing.
This whole room is fucked.
I'm gonna send this to Major.
Because I'm not there to see it. I can't. I'm
Yeah.
surprised.
Yeah,
Well,
it's on
it's
all
funny.
four corners.
The alarms have attracted a bursa.
It's a graphical error that they forget. The water
The
is
alarms have triggered a
transparent.
bursa. They've brought in
Was there supposed to be
reinforcements.
water
What the
here? Or was
fuck?
it just like... Yeah. Because the water over here is fine, but... Oh, wait.
All previous
No, it's a
strikes against the
see-through
Razorback
panel.
failed.
Sweet.
You need to find
No,
a
I'm
way to
kidding.
punch through its
There
Okay, here
should
you
be
go.
like a lake or
heavy
something
robotic
here,
signature
shouldn't there?
detected. Lock and load.
Yeah, the water is
Oh yeah,
transparent.
it's supposed to be like freezing stuff, right?
It's just water. That's all it is. It's water. Like
Yeah,
all the
it's
water,
supposed-
including in here, it's messed up.
Hey, look, you can see bits of the void.
Stay alert. Scans show
Hey, my
this
shadow.
facility is also home to upgrade
shadow's in the
base
void.
And my shadow. Okay, so
My
I love
shadow's
the
in the
Cyber for one thing, and one thing only. Watch this shit. Follow me. I love this weapon just because of this. This guy right
Oh
here.
no.
See him? He is going to get launched. I love this weapon just for that.
The assassination
It's amazing.
target is here.
And I
Wipe
miss.
them out.
Okay, we need to find Argon crystals.
I got horrible.
Well, because I put blast damage on it, so like when it fucking hits somebody, they fucking.
They just dart and never
it's
come
funny.
again. Yeah, that
If I pick up an Argon
Hydroid
crystal, I'll
fighting the
mark it for
Razorback, that guy was just a trigger.
He was.
That or he had no idea what he was doing, because he tried defending himself when you and I were both saying all it's doing is making this prolong the inevitable victory
Yeah.
that we know we can do.
No, he was. He was totally like either he didn't know, and he was innocently an ignorant tard, or his choice to fucking argue with us was the most outrageous thing in the world. Like, I don't know. Like, I can forgive neither. At all.
I mean,
period.
the fact that we were able to do it in double digits with each one being probably 5 minutes at most, how long it took us. I mean that it just shows that the guy hasn't been studying. He's just got fucking Prime goggles on, you know? He's just, oh, I got a new Prime, yay.
Dude, Hydroid Prime is still fucking Hydroid. You can't fix it. I'm sorry, but
You can polish. They've actually proved you can polish a turret.
yeah, I saw that episode of Mythbusters. It was
Target down.
interesting.
I love that. That
Assassination
was funny.
contract
I really
complete.
appreciate
Great
that.
work, Tenno.
It was good because they definitely Hydroid is a polished turd. He encourages the worst kind of gameplay in Warframe.
That whole passive nuance.
Yep.
Passive.
Like, as close as I get to passive gameplay is survival, because, you know what? It's a grind. And I'm trying to
They won't be
improve the
bothering
efficiency
us
of our grind
anymore.
while hanging out with my
Let's get out
friends.
of here.
But on any mission, I don't beat the fucking boss by puddling it and sitting there. Puddled. All wet and damp.
Ooh, Argon
Touching
crystals.
myself.
Yes.
Puddled.
There we go. I'm good. Let's go.
Your mom.
And then what's the deal with Saren? Is it just because her miasma, it affects the bursas?
No, it does nothing. Like, Saren brings nothing to the table and can apparently absolutely damage the bursas itself. Even
I would
hacked.
have guessed that I would have guessed her decoy would at least provide something.
Nothing.
Wow, that's sad.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, we're streaming right now, Taters.
Oh, we are?
Yeah, we've been streaming for 59 minutes and 11 seconds.
Oh man, I feel like we're back again. You know, I feel like the crew's back together.
Not without
like,
our
getting the band
cutscene.
back together.
We don't have our opening sequence for our casts and our closing credits for our cast, and which is all on Vivid to generate. So.
I know. I'll get it done. I promise.
As soon as you're done drinking and touching yourself.
Playing and the Razorback and.
Well, the Razorback's important. Don't get me wrong, but The weeks leading up to the Razorback.
I want that fucking logo, is what you're trying to tell me.
I really would like that logo.
Right.
I would love that logo. Like I said, it's like, and I've had ideas. Like I don't know if you got better ideas, but like my whole thing was to have the circles intersect so that like she spins her guns and it says guns and coffee or whatever. She spins her guns, and it all comes together. But I'm a simple creature.
I was gonna have it. I was gonna have it like spin in and then like with an American flag in the background, and then like. When it spins in, like both the guns go off, like they go.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Anything. We can come with lots of ideas.
Everything in orders, operator?
That's fine.
Is
okay.
that a pun?
No, I mean, don't get me wrong.
Okay,
woman.
Right now we have 0, right? So as a math, anything divided by 0. Yeah, 1 over 0. You do the math. Yes, it is. 1 over 0. Right now we have nothing, and we would need something, including closing. Like another thing is closing credits, right? Like members of the team who are on at that point in the video, and who did what would be nice. And then we can start producing actual like totally cut together videos. It'd be good fun. Your nipples? I'll come help. I'll get some ice cubes.
Oh my god.
I'll get a heat pack and an ice pack. One for each side. Let's go.
Twin Roga, what are those?
She's not talking. She's ignoring me. She knows. I'll say yes, and we'll go at it. Boom.
All right, I have 26 Razorback ciphers made. Working on the 27th one.
I've done like 90.
I know you have. You probably single-handedly have managed to get that Razorback down to, what is it now, 70%? 68.6%.
Shit. Mom? 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 Dump? 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 Me and Ice can do it Monday.
I can't hear you. Be right back.
Said, there's a Frost and an Emperor Prime in there? Wings Titania?
Huh?
So, hey Major.
I didn't do
ideas.
Ideas.
For the intro, I was just thinking maybe just like
write them down and talk at the same time. Let's go. Talk.
Alright, so intro just fades and it's spinning around and then does about maybe 3 or 4 rotations. Then it just, goes ching with the icon, with the logo. And then shoots out the letters I love guns and coffee. Or Team Merica clan, something like that.
I like it, but you gotta convince Vivid to do it.
Okay.
I like it a lot.
That's gonna be...
Yeah, I like it.
It's gonna be the pucker.
I might have to drive there with like Jameson and hand deliver Jameson to him to get him to do it. So.
If I have to like carry the USB flash drive with the Amprix to it.
Right.
We must turn his scheme against him.
If he, that's how we'll convince him. I'll just give him my Amprix ribbon mod.
We've been locked out. Let's override the security.
Right. Get this done in 36 hours. You can have this mod.
You just see him get off and then just work like fucking crazy.
Why can't I get through the door?
Breach complete. We're free to proceed.
Let's see.
Watch
so yeah,
yourself.
that's one idea I had. I guess the best way to describe the noise when it slams would be like a blacksmith hammer hitting metal.
Oh, like a... Yeah, I get what you're saying. I could probably record that too. You talking like a heavy anvil or like a railroad tie anvil?
Doors are locked. Time to break in.
Let's try the heavy anvil.
Because those make a... Yeah, they make a pretty hollow thud sound.
Yeah, whereas the
Override
railroad one
complete.
is more of like a
Move
high
on.
ting noise.
Very ringy, yes, and it hurts your ears.
Yeah,
Okay.
that one probably not.
Okay.
Okay, so what are we doing? We need to go farm polymer bundles, right?
Vivid.
What?
I had an idea for the opening for
We're still trying to figure
And he's
out
willing to
by the
bribe you,
numbers.
like
how
once you
dumb
deliver,
you
he's going to
are.
give you the Amperix mod.
Corpus walkers are heading to your location.
And this is what you talked about, right, Major? You were like, well, I don't think Vivid's going to do it, so Hot Pocket's just... I won't take the mod, just bribe him.
Right, just go ahead and bribe Vivid with it, because I'd rather have the logo than the mod, honestly.
Yep. Alright, so here's the idea. The I Love Guns and Coffee logo fades in, spins a few times, and then makes a loud anvil thud noise, and then shoots out Team Merica or I Love Guns and Coffee, you know, with the gun sounds in it.
Ooh.
Like the letters shoot out of it? Is that what you're saying?
Or shoot into
shoot
it.
in place.
Yeah, like
shoot into it.
have her spinning her guns, and all of a sudden boom, 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 and it says I Love Guns and Coffee. With the gun spinning, then they stop spinning. Because she's done. I'm sitting here in a Razorback fight, looking at my shoulder, trying to figure out how to, like, what it would look like. Like, that's ridiculous. Just let you know.
So wait, you're fighting the Razorback fight while looking in the mirror? What?
No, I'm fighting the Razorback fight, but I'm so focused on standing close to a wall to get a good zoom in on my shoulder to see our logo, try to imagine what it would look like during this motion, that I'm not even paying attention to the Razorback fight, because it's less important.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, so do I. It was right in front of my face.
Okay, let's do a quick run so that I can, like, I just want to do a random mission to get my thing to level 30. Go to, and I want to form it.
On the survival. So never go wrong with that.
You cannot.
Like, it's literally, it won't even be that long. Like, I just need to do, like, some kind of, let's do something with polymer bundles, like, just a random mission.
Oh, more polymer bundle.
Fuck polymer bundles.
I need
I fucking... Nightmares. PTSD.
I need them.
Alright,
Where do we normally go for polymer bundles?
Uranus.
Neptune. Is it Uranus?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, sure, yeah.
Ass-ur. Uranus. Bottom right corner. Yes, please.
Miter works really effective against the infested.
Wow. So
Yeah.
the dual, the twin Basil, they have a 40% status chance.
Starting?
Yeah.
That's really high.
That's
Okay,
insane.
I think status weapons are under-realized by newer players, like kind of intermediate players.
Yeah.
I think crit weapons are the easy go-to, and there are a few really good status weapons, but they're not great. When you find them, they're like gold.
Like, I brought this up to 88% status chance with 2 mods.
Wait, I also have a miter rhythm mod? What the fuck?
What the fuck did you hold down on?
Crit chance is low and the damage is fairly low, but holy shit. Huh? What was that, Major?
He's holding out on us. He's got a fucking, like, miter ribbon mod.
Oh, there's the Syndicate mod.
No, he has a ribbon. He has a ribbon
Nice
miter
work
mod.
taking down the VIP.
Oh,
Now
to
get
be
to
fair, we haven't
extraction.
really been doing a whole lot of farming, like in.
We're trying to save this.
Ribbon mods are one of those things where it's kind of like just... How can I put it? They're gimmicky.
They are a cop-out.
Yes, that's a better word for it. They're just
Well,
a
again,
cop-out.
Warframe, they don't try to balance it because, okay, anytime DE seems to really fuck with code, you end up with like a bunch of like little bugs throughout the entire game.
Well, so I guess this is why I was trying to bring up the whole idea of the meta weapons earlier. Like the vast majority, the vast majority of weapons in the game are garbage. They are what we call mastery fodder. The vast majority of entire weapons and everything else are just there to get you to your next mastery rank. You don't give a fuck about the rest of it going on. The few weapons that are there that are worth a shit are, as Demon Knight says, meta. They're very meta because they're the only weapons worth a shit. You pick these because we know what the builds are, we know how to make them badass. Everybody uses the exact same build for them. There's no variation whatsoever. It's something about personal choice and what you prefer. You know, your opinion is pointless because the math rules all. There's not like they all do the same damage in the end, and they cater to a certain gaming style.
It's between math and fun.
Yeah, you have fun versus math. And if you're talking about what's the most damaging weapon in the game, it's math. If you're talking about you're having fun, and it's like you like sriracha versus like mustard, that's your choice, but nobody argues.
There's like the Soma. Soma is the most damaging weapon in the game, right? Well, actually, apparently the lens is now.
Well, yeah, the Coal Star.
Really, the Coal Star is?
Coal Star is is the most damaging secondary in the entire game.
Yeah, the Coal Star, and then the Soma Prime was, as far as I remember, the most damaging.
That's the
which might actually be trumped by the Tenora at this point, because the Tenora has a 30% crit, 30% stat.
That might compete. No, that's not even on par with the Coal Star. So.
It isn't the 30% like starting, really?
Well, the Coal Star is broken because of its multi-shot gives you 3 rockets that always give you fragment grenades, and then fragment grenades always do puncture, so it does like 4 damage types no matter what you do. So
yeah,
and it always does AOE's. So the overall potential for the AOE damage is off the roof, off the charts.
Figured you'd want to level up or get your school up first, Vivid.
Nah. I'm like I said, I just kind of want to get this one level up, and then I want to format it so I can fucking put more mods on it and see how it is.
Okay.
I'm eager to test the Tenora and see like what I can get it to do, because it's a crit beast. It really is. And so far I don't have any damage mods on it. All I have are crit and basic one crit and punch through on it.
So, I see the Riven mods as a cop-out by DE to go, yeah, we recognize that the weapons are all shit, but we're not going to spend the time to balance the game and fix the weapons. We're just going to throw this fucking random item in here that's going to let you try to fix it for yourself through the RNG system.
Take them down. Do not let the target escape.
Which in turn actually takes up another mod slot that could be for something more useful. But
well,
then they throw out all those, you know, you get 2 positives and a negative out of it.
Well, no, you can get 3 positives. You can get 3 positives. It's possible.
Corpus never fights
It's possible, but it's hardly likely.
No,
Also, guys, I found a spot.
It's 100% likely as long as the weapon you use it has 100% disposition when you unlock it. I've never gotten a negative that way.
Watch yourself.
Okay.
Hot Pockets, where you at?
I put the waypoint down.
Why are you over there?
Because I found a spot for us to farm.
Now,
kill shit.
The problem with the Riven mods, to me, is that not only are they not fixing the shit weapons, but all the badass weapons can be Riven. So they've created an unforeseen false economy in which people get like Toncore and Lens Rivens. They're worth like hundreds of plat because therefore they're the strongest weapons of the game. Like, we're not making the shit weapons better, we're making the strong weapons stronger. So nobody gives a fuck about the shit weapons.
Yeah.
Like, suddenly this shit weapon now might compete with the Toncore, except I've got a Toncore Riven mod, so fuck you. So it did nothing. It was a net 0. It's like net versus
just an
gross,
idea,
right?
kind of. It was just an idea that kind of sucked.
It sucked.
Now,
if
they made a Riven mod slot, then I could actually see it being viable.
Yeah, as long as you control which weapons it has it, and the Toncore's not on the list, nor is the Lens, nor is the Sonic, nor is the Opticore, nor is like a whole stack of weapons.
Or Staticore.
I don't know. The range on the Sonic Core is kind of garbage.
Not the Sonic Core, the Static Core.
Static Core is different. Yeah, no, the Sonic Core is the range is garbage.
You need to find a way to
punch the Static Core has really interesting damage properties. If I remember, it does like 3 hits of damage. It's kind of weird.
Like the same thing happened with the Syndicate stuff, right? Like, oh, we're gonna have these badass weapons, like, oh, I don't know, Mirage's favorite. What's the black hole we do with Mirage all the time? Simular. So yeah, the fucking Simular. Like, oh, let's give the Syndicate's a special version of Simular, and you're like, what the fuck? You took a badass weapon from Mirage and you made it more badass for the Syndicate? How does that make any sense? That's elitism at its worst.
Oh wow. We are like not good.
Something up there.
I have my miter on. Oh yeah, you were AFK, weren't you?
Little lot bit.
We're not really. We're just leveling them up once.
Where's this thing go?
Right?
Yeah, I'm just trying to get my my Schnorr to level 30, and then we can go do an actual run.
What level is it at right now?
It's at 29. It's like literally got like 4,000 experience.
No rando. No shitty rando.
No nub nuggets. Fucking Hydroid randos. Because they thinking like, oh, because Hydroid's primed now on a limited release, it must be somehow good. No, Hydroid is still shit, all you noob nuggets.
I mean, the same could be said for Nyx Prime, you know?
No, Nyx has always been shit.
But I mean, it's just the same mindset.
Yeah, it's just... They've got to stop thinking they can casually massage and or dress up a fucking Warframe as a Prime and potentially be something other than crap if it's already crap. Dude, I just heard your guys say go to Extraction Post with random Extraction.
Should I turn the sensitivity down on my mic or something? Because I don't even have my TV up that loud.
Turn the sensitivity down on this dick! Alright.
How sensitive? Flaccid or ejaculated? Post-ejaculation sensitivity.
I need to turn it down because, you know, I mean, like, I suffer from premature detonation.
Good.
We get some towels or some waffles.
So,
like, Major just gets me a little too excited sometimes.
The way I hum my lips.
Hold on, Hummer.
Small town, Hummer-sized economy.
I cannot see shit.
Put some glasses on. What's our cause?
Oh my god, these fucking swarms are so annoying.
Oh, yeah? Yeah? Yeah, like you're gonna lose fucking straight away because you're a bunch of fucking nub nuggets.
Bunch of lazy sports. Yeah!
It's amazing how somebody who actually has a good Warframe or a good, like, score can order everybody else around because they, like... Yeah. It's natural primal components. Like, he suddenly became alpha, and they were like, we'll obey Isaac, because he's alpha. Lies. I still say they were following him, the alpha. They're too derp to understand. Yeah. Better if they hadn't just required to be fucking forced with like some sort of personal fucking loss.
How you doing, Vivid?
Huh? Let me check.
We're gonna lose Strata Relay. What? No, which one's that one? One on Earth?
Fuck!
Fuck!
Alright, we can go. get out of here.
So we doing the dump Monday, me and Icy?
If I can get out of here.
Target down. Assassination contract complete. Great work, Tenno.
Well, it's what's squishy?
How you doing, baby?
So,
I feel ya. I've had a headache like all...
with or without the car off?
I know.
Okay,
that's why I just started
probably the
drinking
power
beer.
brakes.
Like, fuck it. Like, he's like, no. No. But you're on vacation.
So, the power brakes make it hard to compare to, like, you know, a non-power brake system, number one. Number two, there's like 32 spines on that fucking adjuster wheel. And so, worst case scenario, it's going to adjust the brakes by 1/32 of a rotation. And one full rotation is really fucking tiny. I literally would spend like 5 minutes grabbing like 10 spines or splines at once with a screwdriver to adjust it in to make the drum fit. It was just like rotate, 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 rotate. Like literally you need to just fucking pump the living shit out of the brakes to get the auto adjusters to adjust both brakes evenly on the rears. Otherwise, I gotta figure out some way to fucking adjust them by hand, because there's no other options. There's no way to adjust them from the outside with the tires on.
Alright, let's put a form on this bitch.
Say again?
No, Bob and shit too, like, you use ones that, just like, that will...
Yeah, do it around a console, so you can hack.
Do you remember the old war, Operator? Ordis seems to have misplaced those memories.
Hey, we're at 68% for the day. We're gonna make it to 50% before the day's over. Interesting. You know what I really want right now? Yeah, jalapeno bacon cheeseburger.
I had habanero mango hot wings for breakfast.
I hate mango, I'm gonna let you know ahead of time.
Yeah, it's gross. Like, mango juice is gross. Lauren loves it, though.
That's good for, you know, so whoever likes it, more for them.
Yeah.
Because
it always makes me thirsty. Like,
everything, papaya, mango, all the melon family make me want to gag. I don't know what it is, but there's a sort of subtle chemical in there that I can't stand. And, it makes me really want to puke. And it's not even like bad flavor, I want to gag. I don't like any of the melons. Not fucking honeydew, none of it.
Yeah, it's the Lamsey, what can you do?
I don't know what the chemical is. Papaya, same chemical, I'll let you know. Fucking, there's a chemical in it that reminds me of a melon, and like honeydew, a cantaloupe, papaya, mango, all of them. It's like, bleh. And on some variations of watermelons, it's the same flavor. There's a subtle chemical in there. And apparently it's called TAS1R1 and TAS1R3 are proteins that exist in all of those. And some people gag on it.
I just hate how non-tinky he is. It sucks. Even with the stupid passive he has, he gets nut-tapped instead. I hate it.
TAS1R1 and TASR3 encode proteins that act as a dimmer to the receptor for glutamate, which we interpret as umami, which is why monosodium glutamate, or MSG, has been used as a common flavor enhancer. The genes TAS1R2 and TAS1R3 encode the proteins that act as receptors for a number of sugars and sugar substitutes. Bitterness is detected by type 2 taste receptors and 25 different functional genes that code for receptors for a variety of bitter compounds and have been identified. Genes have also been identified that are connected to our perception of sourness, PKD2L1 and CD36, which is a type of fat.
I just wish they did something better with fucking hydrate, because he's supposed to be a pirate, not a fucking puddle.
That's right.
Like, summon an army of pirates or something cool like that, like, not freaking... Maybe throw a jar of dirt, like Pirates of the Caribbean.
How...
Come on, do something cool.
New discovery in soda. I don't know.
Like, something unique.
Exactly.
How much human perceptions of these tastes vary from person to person may depend on the variety of genes associated with our taste receptors. For example, a 2006 study published in Chemical Senses suggested that humans might have less variation in their perception of umami taste than in their perception of sweet taste because the genes that form the umami taste receptor, TASR1 and TSR3, showed less variation than did the TSR2 gene, which encodes for part of the receptor for sweetness. Although it is worth noting that a 2009 study published in the American Journal for Clinical Nutrition did find a reliable and valid variation in human umami taste of L-glutamate that correlates with the variations in the TS1R3 gene. Basically, all of those fruit have one thing in common.